Hey, you fourth graders!
What? They're not just normal fourth graders. They're students in Netherwood Knoll Elementary.
Oh, that's right, my bad. They're the coolest fourth graders around town.
I think we should introduce ourselves to them since they're so cool.
Okay, sounds good. My name is Margie.
And I'm Jina. Hopefully you remember us from the team Freshly Squeezed, aka the coolest team.
Well, Jina, since they're the coolest fourth graders and we're the coolest team, let's show them the coolest design ever that we came up with for their school.
What do you mean? Did they have a problem before?
Well, of course they did. Students and volunteers at their school had to carry a very large hose over a very long distance just to water flowers. How crazy is that?
Oh, that sounds so awful. What does our design need again?
We need a new watering system that is safe for students and volunteers to use. We also need it to be lightweight and withstand extreme weather and vandalism.
Wow, think we could do all of that?
Well, of course we can. We're Team Freshly Squeezed.
Alright, let's show them what we got.
You will hear us talk about a lot of things in this video. For example, we'll talk about how this will affect you, our design, how it works, where it will be, materials and cost, due dates, as well as final thoughts.
But first, we want you guys to know that what we have come up with will make a difference on your life at Netherwood Knoll Elementary. Instead of using a normal watering hose, you will get to pull the water over your plants and use a small hose to water them. You won't have to use that big and heavy hose ever again with this design. Also, you can go home and tell your parents that you recycled and saved water at the same time, just by watering your own flowers. Lastly, with our design, you can be able to say that you were engineers for the day. How cool is that?
Our first design. This is a sketch of our first design. We presented to someone you may know at your school. Her name was Teresa and she gave us some very good advice and input on how to make it better. She suggested that we add a pulley system in order to make the barrel move easier. Also, she instructed us that we use wheels like on a car to better move the barrel. She was very helpful to us, so make sure to thank her for us when you see her next.
Our design now instead collects rainwater and stores it for when the garden bed needs to be watered. Rectangular wooden beams will be put into the ground to create a supportive frame for the rainwater barrel. The rainwater barrel will sit in a basket made out of wood, and it will hang from the wooden frame. A pulley and wheels will be attached to the wooden basket to make the barrel movable. Two hoses will connect to the barrel so that the water can be used to water the plants.
How it works. There is a large wooden frame built into the ground that goes over the garden bed 6 feet in the air. There is also a wooden basket that hangs from the top with a plastic barrel inside. The wooden basket has wheels on the side of it that allow it to roll back and forth on the top of the tall wooden frame in order to reach all of the green plants in your garden bed. The plastic water barrel inside the wooden basket is cut open so that it can collect rainwater and store it until you want to water the plants. Then there are two hoses connected to the bottom of the barrel that have faucets that you can turn on and off to control when you want the water to run. Another cool part of this design is a pulley system, which is when ropes are used to make things move. In this pulley, there will be a rope connected to the water barrel, and when you pull it on one side, it will move towards you over the plants, and when you pull from the other side, it will move in that direction. Where it will be. This design is different than others that you have seen because it all takes place right at the garden bed. It is built up on a frame that hangs over your head and the water comes right out from the bucket down onto the plants in the garden. And as you can see, one member of the Freshly Squeezed team, Connor, is very sad because you guys had to carry such a big hose to water the flowers.
We will be using a lot of materials to make this design, and sadly, we have to pay for it all too. The materials we will be using are a barrel, red wood, or as Nick Wilde from Zootopia would say, wood that is red, a hose, two pulleys, rope, 6 wheels, which is more than your typical car, and a valve. It's okay if you don't know what all these things are, because you will soon be able to see it all at your own school. Altogether, this will cost us $146, which is roughly the cost of a brand new Xbox. So we have due dates just like you do for homework, and these are the due dates we have to follow. On October 24th, we need to finish our design sketch and start ordering the materials. On October 31st, which will continue through November 14th, we have to begin building. And building consists of putting wooden posts into the ground. Next, wheels would have to be attached to the wooden basket using screws. The wheels that will run along the track will have to be attached to the wooden posts, and a pulley will be attached to the wooden basket using screws. A rope will finally then be attached to the pulleys. On November 21st then, our final prototype will be due. And on the 28th of November, we want to test and redesign this prototype. On the 5th of December, we want to make changes. On the 12th of December, we want to present our final product. And on the 19th, we want to install it at Netherwood Knoll.
Hopefully our design will not end up like these uncool people. That just would not be great, huh?
Well, Gina, I think that covers it.
I think so too.
Thank you guys for being so cool for watching our video.
We hope you enjoyed, and you guys better be expecting an update from us soon.
Goodbye!